is a women's fashion brand with a twist. Soko empowers marginalized artisans to access the global marketplace using mobile innovation.
Now, we were inspired to start Soko by women like Veronica, who works 7 days a week making high-quality, beautiful products, but earns very little money as her sales are limited to the inconsistent local marketplace. And all of this negatively impacts her ability to move herself and her family out of poverty. And we realized that Veronica is not alone. This is a global need. The artisan craft industry is the second largest employer in the developing world. However, it's one of the most disenfranchised as well. Despite the fact that the developing world accounts for over 60% of the world's creative goods exports, small, individual, small-scale artisans have no ability to access this worldwide consumer demand because they are trapped in poverty behind 4 main barriers that prevent them from accessing international sales. First, they don't know what to make to cater to international tastes and trends. Second, they don't know how to make it according to standardized kind of production, quality, and consistency. Third, they remain offline and out of sight, unable to access markets. And fourth, even if they can access markets, they don't have the financial instruments to access working capital for production or even accept payments for an order.
However, what they do have is a mobile phone. Soko is using the mobile phone to provide artisans access to the international consumer. Soko is connecting a disparate community of separated artisans and creating a virtual factory. We're connecting offline artisans to global online consumers. Soko empowers artisans to create online storefronts, get paid directly, and manage secure delivery of their goods all via their mobile phone. And because our supply chain is so efficient compared to the centralized traditional model of factory making, we're able to ensure that we're cutting out the middlemen, enabling customers to pay less and artisans to make more, earning anywhere from 25 to 35% of the end good and the end profit, compared to just 2 and 8% of the traditional fair trade production. What this means is that marginalized artisans, if given just a simple, personalized mobile phone, are now able to create trend-relevant products. At an international quality standard, they're able to access and sell to global customers directly and get paid directly. Soko has proven that small-scale producers, when given the necessary tools and the access, can absolutely compete in the international marketplace. We have already launched our platform, and in just this year alone, we've been pushing sales and have $400,000 in revenue, and we already have a confirmed pipeline of an additional $500,000. We've successfully delivered successfully delivered tens of thousands of products to the international consumer, including online sales, as well as over 250 retail partners and a few large retail brands, including Anthropologie and Forever 21.
So all this is enabling us to pioneer what we like to call ethical fast fashion, which means we are providing trend-driven, affordable products that are both socially and ethically produced. This means that we are having trouble keeping up with the demand for our services that the artisan community is expressing and have just begun to scratch the surface of the potential impact we can have on their lives. For example, Veronica, who you met earlier, she says, "Soko has saved my life. Before Soko, I barely had enough to eat. Now with Soko, I've started my own business, even hired my first employees, and can provide for my family without fear." Now this is an incredible feat for a young single mother living and working in the slum of Kibera to have just within 1 year gone from selling a couple products on the side of the street to selling hundreds of beautiful pieces of jewelry to some of the nicest boutiques across Europe and North America, transforming herself from a poor, disenfranchised girl to a self-empowered international boutique designer. Now, over 70% of our constituents are women, and I'd like to remind you that this isn't just Veronica. We're currently transforming the lives of almost 1,000 artisans who on average increase their income by a factor of 6 within 2 months of working on the platform, and with 4, have the confidence and the capital to grow their businesses and hire employees. We know, oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. We know at Soko that if you put money in the hands of a woman, she'll invest it wisely into her family's future. So with the added financial security that our platform enables, we're seeing that artisans are allocating equitably funds towards the equal distribution of education, nutrition, and healthcare to both their boys and their girl children. Now, within 5 years, we're committed to raising over 25,000 people out of poverty and contributing over $20 million to the African economy. So please support us by visiting our website and purchasing a beautiful product for someone you love, and join us in the ethical fast fashion movement that is helping lift families out of poverty.